Amina grew up in the village of Mawimbi, a place where her life moved gently and predictably. She lived in a small mud house with her mother, Mama Nuru. The house had one room, a simple cooking place outside, and a mango tree standing close, as if guarding them. To Amina, that house was the whole world. Every morning, Amina woke up beside her mother. Mama Nuru would already be awake, tying her wrapper, preparing to go to the farm. Amina followed her everywhere. She carried small tools, fetched water, and sat beside her mother while she walked. Mama Nuru talked softly as she walked, telling Amina stories about her childhood, about patience, about life. Amina listened carefully, memorizing her mother's voice, never imagining a day when it might be gone. In the evenings, Mama Nuru braided Amina's hair slowly. Her fingers moved gently, even when her hands were tired. They ate together from the same plate, laughing quietly at small things. At night, they slept side by side on a woven mat. Amina always fell asleep holding her mother's arm. The days Amina loved the most were the days her aunt came from the city. Amina always knew before anyone else. She would stand by the road, staring far ahead, waiting. When Aunt Soma arrived, she looked different from everyone in the village. Her clothes were neat, her shoes always clean. She carried bags filled with things Amina had only seen during those visits. Aunt Soma gave Amina dresses brighter than anything she owned, biscuits that melted in her mouth, toys that felt fragile and special. Amina held them carefully, afraid they might disappear if she touched them too much. Her cousin Rita stood beside her mother, confident and proud. Rita talked easily, laughed loudly, and never seemed unsure of herself. Amina watched her closely. She listened as her aunt spoke about life in the city. About schools with many classrooms, houses with many rooms, and a life that felt far away from the soil beneath Amina's feet. When her aunt left, Amina stayed behind, staring at the empty road, wishing the dust would rise again. Life changed the year Mama Nuru became ill. She grew weak slowly. Some mornings she could not rise. Amina learned to cook, fetch water, and care for her mother. At night, she lay awake, watching her mother breathe, afraid of the silence between breaths. One morning, Mama Nuru did not wake up. The house felt hollow. Amina sat beside her mother's body until people came. She followed silently as her mother was laid beneath the mango tree. When everyone left, Amina remained alone, staring at the ground where her world had ended. Aunt Soma arrived soon after. She told Amina to gather her things. There was no choice, no time to think. Amina left the village carrying a small bag and a heart heavy with grief. The city house felt unfamiliar. Amina moved carefully, afraid to touch anything. Rita watched her closely, pointing out every mistake. At home, Amina cleaned, cooked, and stayed quiet. At school, she kept her head down, trying not to be noticed. Slowly, she felt herself shrinking. Rita laughed at her clothes, her speech, the way she ate. When Amina tried to explain herself, her words fell apart. Aunt Soma listened less and less. Her eyes no longer softened when she looked at Amina. One evening, Rita accused Amina of taking her earrings. Amina shook her head, tears filling her eyes. Her aunt's face hardened. She did not ask questions. That night, Amina lay alone on her thin mattress, staring at the ceiling. She hugged her knees to her chest, remembering her mother's hands, the village mornings, the mango tree. Her dream of the city had faded. Only Amina remained, holding her pain quietly.